All right, welcome to your Sunday night team call. I'm Amber Hensey. I'm a double diamond leader on this fantastic team. Tonight I'm going to be going over your social media profile, posting on social media, how to gather your first 6 customers, and also just expanding your network. So I'm gonna jump right into it. If you guys have questions at any point, please put them in the chat. If you want to like verbally ask your question, if you could wait till the end to do that, because I'm super ADD and I will get distracted and forget what I was even talking about if someone like verbally interrupts me. So if you could either just put them in the chat so I can ignore them until I'm at a break in my thought, and then I will answer them that way. And then there's a bunch of leaders on here too that will probably be able to help in the chat too if you have questions, but please, please, please ask them. There's not a dumb question in this world. I know I am the type of person that always asks 100 questions, so I think that it's a good thing to do, especially as you're learning. And take notes if you want to, and if you're able to and you're not driving, please take notes. Hopefully a lot of what I say will be helpful to you tonight. So I'm just going to start by going over kind of like when you're starting and you want to focus on using social media for your business, which most of us on this team do that, and most of us in general are doing that now because of Corona. You're going to want to kind of like follow a format. Like you still want to be yourself, but there's some tips that we can give you to help you make your social media profile look pleasing and will kind of draw people in versus pushing them away. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to use my profile as an example. It's not perfect. It's definitely, there's some things I need to change on it, but I'll just kind of show you what mine looks like right now, and hopefully that will give you guys like a example and not just me telling you. You'll be able to see some things hopefully. Okay, so I work mainly on Facebook. Instagram is like pictures. That's another great platform to use, but I'm gonna just go over Facebook because I mostly work on Facebook. I personally find it kind of hard to do both well at the same time, so I focus mine mainly on Facebook. But if you are an Instagram person, just know that over there, like pictures being clean and bright and beautiful is the most important thing. And then you can put just about anything you want in the words. You can tell a story, you can make it short, you can do whatever, but interaction on both platforms is still is very important. I'm just writing something down so I don't forget to tell you later. Okay, so let me get this. Y'all can see my screen, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go straight to my profile. The first thing that you will notice is that my profile does not just like, you don't look at this and be like, oh my God, she's a Knitworks distributor. Like there's not a whole bunch of like crazy graphics going on that say, join my team or try my coffee or any of that. I want people to get to know me. I want to make friends, like actual friends. And I want them to know me as a person and also know that, yeah, she does it work. So if I ever want it works, I'm gonna go to her. But like, I think she's cool. I think she's got a personality. I think that I relate to her on this, and this. So I don't know, these are sunflowers. Like my cover photo was sunflowers. I just went to this farm with my kids, and so I thought that was pretty. So it's not like mind blowing, anything like, wow. It's just what I did. And then my profile picture right now is a picture of me and my family. I would suggest making sure that you're in your own profile picture. It can be you and your family, or you and a kid, or you and a friend, but I would definitely make sure your face is in it somewhere. Because people, like, they're gonna come here, and if it's a picture of your dog or a picture of a sunset, like people are gonna be like, who's this person? I don't know who this is. And as you're like expanding your market to people that are not actually your friends and family, and I will show you how to do that, you want people to be able to see you and know you and learn about you. So in the little bio here, this is gonna look a little different on your phone, but you'll be able to figure it out. And if you can't, always ask your upline. We are here to help you. So in a little bio here, I just have some little clips. It says, boy, mom, veteran, Jesus, crazy houseplant lady, and save the butterflies, never take life too seriously. you don't have to have all that. You, like, some people, I know, like Mackenzie says something like coffee addict. I can't remember what everyone else says, but like just like a quick little blurb about like some things that define you. And everybody is different, and that's good. Like, you don't want to be me, you don't want to be Stacy, you don't want to be Ashley. Like, you want to be you, and you want people to know you. So be honest, like be honest and share a little blurb about yourself that's going to give people like just a little insight into like what they could relate to you on. On my profile, I do have also, you can see, that's hiding. Okay, over here, I don't know if you guys can even see my mouse, but these pictures over here, I need to update these, but you can add featured pictures, and I just kind of did it in a way that had like some quotes in there. I need to redo this because they're old, but featured pictures are cute. Like, people like to see the pictures that you want to like present over yourself. So that's another option that you can do. And then like, you can scroll through my profile and like, oops, get off. I don't want that. Okay, so you can scroll through my profile, and within like a few scrolls, you're going to see a picture of me somewhere, like a selfie or a live video. Like, every time you scroll a few times, you should see a picture of me or a picture of me with my kids, or, something that's going to identify who I am and what I look like. So like, when you're adding new friends and you're expanding your market, like, they want to see like a real human being behind the pictures. Like, I share a ton about butterflies and helping the monarch butterfly, because that's a big passion of mine. But like, if that's all I shared, and then I talked about the Packer game here, and then like, you don't see who I am for 20 scrolls, someone that you send a new friend request to is not going to know who you are. They're not going to even know if you're a real person, and they'll maybe not add your friend request. So make sure that you're just, showcasing yourself, and you're showing that you're a real human, and sharing, a little bit about your life. So we like to say, like, your social media profile is now your storefront. And so just like keeping it clean, not sharing a whole bunch of garbage, not like, don't, I guess. Okay, so like, we really always say, like, please be yourself. If you're really passionate about something, like, you definitely want to share that. But just also realize, like, the more political you get, and the more like negative you are, and the more I don't know, you share things that are like violent things in the news or stuff like that. Like, it's truthfully going to turn people away. So, and like, politics is crazy because half the people are this way and half the people are that way. So, I don't think it's wrong to like share your viewpoint, but like, if that's all that you're sharing, it's going to turn half the people off from even wanting to be your friend. So, it's always just going back to that, like, be yourself. You can talk about that kind of stuff. I feel like as long as you're being positive about things, but like putting in some humor about it. But I just went like, I know you go to someone's profile and you see like death to Trump and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to be like, oh, like, what if you like Trump? You're not going to want to be their friend. You know what I mean? Okay. So keeping your profile clean, adding a bio, putting some featured pictures. Now you're like not clicking that share button on a bunch of like tasty videos. These are all going to make your profile more about you and less about like stuff that people are not going to be able to get to know you from. When you're like thinking about like what to post, now you're going to be like, okay, so I need to like post some It Works stuff today. Don't like just all of a sudden become that like all you do is post It Works stuff. Like, you're not gonna, like, you scroll down here, like, you see, okay, that's a bunch of chrysalides from my butterflies. There's a Packer game. Oh, look, she's holding a pill and she said her fat burning vitamin. So like, this is a post about It Works products. But it's not like, like, you're still seeing my face in it. What's up, bud? You getting ready for bed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like I'm still talking about It Works, but it's not all I talk about. I talk about my kids. I talk about things that interest me and my hobbies. I did a live video. Gabe opened up one of my packages this morning. So that, you know, this is actually 2 It Works things in a row, which I normally would say like try to alternate, like something about your life, something It Works, something funny, something It Works. But I did a couple in a row together, like a live video that was It Works, and then a picture that was about TFX. So then the next 2 that I did were not It Works. So it's fine. Like if you do a couple, if you've ever done like a couple back to back, like don't freak out, it's okay. But like just try to make sure that you're including things in your life that are your interests, you know, what you're doing. It doesn't have to be anything mind blowing. Sometimes you take a picture of your dinner and people are like, oh my God, that looks good. What's the recipe? And that post is like blowing up. And I know Stacy always says it, but like just know that if you're posting It Works posts and they are not getting a ton of likes or comments, like that is normal. And then like they are usually going to get less likes or comments than your other posts. But the thing that is actually really, really important for your business is your non-It Works posts and showing, you know, the journey that you're on and what you're doing and what you enjoy. Like it's important for people to get to know you. And when, you know, one day you post a before and after picture of someone that looks like them or they relate to, then they're gonna be like, oh shoot, like I could really use this product. But they feel like they can trust you because they know you know what I mean? So I don't know where I was going with that. Who knows? Whoever knows where I'm going, where I'm going with that. Oh yeah, just so make sure that you're including your life. You're not just posting all It Works stuff. Things that you can post about are your hobbies, your kids, what you're, you know, eating for dinner. You can ask interactive questions. You can post like funny stuff. So these are all non-It Works things. Like I'll post Bible clip messages sometimes. What is this? This is me asking like, how do I keep my baby in the crib? So like he climbed out of his crib the other day and I was like, what am I going to do with this child? Like, I don't know how he did that. Has anybody moved the mattress to the ground? Is there like any sort of safety thing about that I don't know about? And I had 52 comments of people like, put them in a toddler bed basically. But you know what, they were interacting with my post and they were, you know, people love to give their advice on things. They love to talk about their experiences. So like doing posts that can be interactive are good to do. Oh, you know, like wonder like how many times a day you can post or how often you should be posting. I feel like it does differ for everybody, but for me as like a personal goal, I try to do like 4 posts a day ish, a couple It Works posts and a couple non-It Works posts. That might not work for you. It might work for you, but like I try to do like every 3 hours or so, or 3 to 4 hours, I'm putting a post up of some sort. So an It Works one or a non-It Works one. And that's just how I've kind of found like with my network, it seems to work best. And if you can't do that like during the day, you can save posts and put them up on your lunch break and have something like ready to go. If you can't have your phone on you at work, that sort of thing. But like you can, there's ways to like plan around that if you're working full time or are busy. And if you need help with like, how can I save a post to put up? Just ask in your team message and we will give you like, hey, you can like save it as a draft or you can use this app to like load it up and just copy and paste it. You can send it in a message to yourself and then copy and paste that and put it on your timeline. So there's lots of ways to like, you can like, if you're super busy during the day or whatever, you'll be able to still get posts up periodically throughout the day and it won't be like super overwhelming. What am I going to post right now?
Hey.
Okay, I am actually talking. So are you going to bed?
Yes.
Okay, I love you. Can I have a kiss goodnight?
Yes.
Thank you. You can call him a hug too.
I did. I got 4 more.
Okay, Gabriel. Goodbye. All right. So you also might be wondering, like you're brand new, like how do I talk about It Works? Like I haven't really tried these products. You know, I don't really know what to say. So one of the best things that we have as like a resource too. Well, we have many good resources too, but there are a few like groups and people that you can follow, and a couple tips that I can show you for like how to like how to know like what you can post. So sorry, I am so scatterbrained. I feel like I'm working on it. I'm trying for you people. If you have questions, please ask them. I hope that I'm making sense so far. I did write down notes so that I kind of stay on track. So like one thing, now that this is Ashley on our team, she's a leader on our team if you don't know her. One thing I will do if I like see a post where I'm like, oh dude, this is a really good post, and it just pops up in my timeline and it's like one of the leaders on our team or one of the like It Works corporate leaders. One of the things I will do is if I know I just posted like an It Works post, or I just don't want to post right now, I will click on these three dots here, and I will, Gabriel, you cannot keep doing this, buddy.
And this is stop.
What?
Can I watch videos until 8:30?
Yes.
And then put it away.
Yes. Okay. So I will click on these three dots here, and I will click Save Post. And I have these collections. If you haven't created a collection yet, or if you don't know how, once you click save, it'll give you the option to save it to a collection and create a collection. But I will put it in a collection that I have, and I have like product posts, business posts. These are hosted posts, but I will put this in like the product post collection. And then if I'm like scrambling to figure out something to post, 2 hours from now, I can go into this collection here, and I'll show you where I access them. You go into, from your like home page, you go into saved, and then you can go to different collections. And then I can like either have my own picture that I'm putting with this, or if this was like Ashley's before and after picture, I could copy these words, change it up a little bit so it sounds like something I would say. And then if I'm using her before and after picture, I sometimes like just crop it a little bit so it's different and Facebook doesn't like see it again. And then I'll put this up again. And then this is just my own organization system. What I would do then after I've used this post is I would unsave it from this collection, and then I would save it to another collection that I have that's used product posts. So like that way I know I've already used this and posted it. And then that's like a post I could send to my new distributors on my team later, that I know I've used myself, but I feel like it's still a good post that I could share with other people to use. So if I've posted it, then I put it in the used product post. If I haven't posted it yet, I put it in the product posts collection. And then you can just access these anytime. And if you, oh, come on. If you just go to your homepage, you go to saved items, you'll see like all this girl, like, I don't even know, she sent me a friend request, but she's an It Works person. So I just went and like saved all of her posts that I thought were good. We're not friends, but so this is just, I can use these posts later. And so that's a good place to find them. Another great place that we have is this group called Posting Club. If you're not in this, please send a message in your personal team chat right now and say, can you add me to the Posting Club group? This is a group that has ideas for you on how to post. They have like things like you can add these pictures to your story, like your Facebook story and your Instagram story. Sometimes there will be like someone that posts, I'm looking for a current video on the body wrap instructions, and then you'll see something in the comments that's that might help you. Excuse me. And then these are like, people will make graphics and share them, or they will like put in before and after pictures here so you can use them. It might not always have like the words to go with the post. So if you're just not sure about like what to say with the post, you might just find a picture that you want to share, and then you can ask in your team message like, hey, could you help me with wording for this? Or if you think you like know what you want to say, but you want just someone to double check it, ask in your team message, because we are so here to help you. A lot of us have been doing this for years now, and like we will just we want you to be able to ask us things because we have a lot of knowledge to share. And we really do love to help. So don't ever be afraid to ask even things like, yeah, like, should I change any of the wording on this post, or how should I respond to this person, or anything like that. Like, send a screenshot of anything to us and we will be able to kind of get a better idea of what you're trying to do and help you with it. There's also, if you're looking for whatchamacallit, before and after pictures that are corporate approved, you can go to Pinterest. I know Stacy's not a Pinterest fan, but we do have a lot of the corporate approved pictures in our It Works corporate Pinterest page. That's a lot of speaking. I don't know how to find that on a
There's also a lot under albums in the Posting Club.
Oh, yes. I will show that. Thank you.
Tons of them.
Okay. Yes.
And you can share the album too.
That's true.
It's
Okay.
cool.
I'll put that in the chat. I can put this in the chat too, actually. So this is a just a album from It Works, where they have a ton of current, like, before and after pictures. You can use these. You can put these like in the comments of a post to kind of like bump your post up too. So like if you put a post up with one before and after picture, and then you put like 3 or 4 other before and after pictures in the comment of that post, that kind of shows people, you know, more results. But this one has a ton, this page has a ton of corporate approved pictures. So these have everything that they're supposed to like legally have on them. So that is a really good thing to have. And I'll show you back in the Posting Club how you can find an album if you guys don't know how to do that. If you go to the Posting Club group, once you're added in there, you can go to, what is this, media? Is that right now? Yes. Okay, so click on media. That looks different than it used to. It might just say photos or albums at the top. You go to media, and then you can click on albums, and it has, look, like this is all Sleepy Tea. This is all hand sanitizer. This is all BOGO coffee. So it's organized kind of like by category, which is helpful. What else? Okay, and also if you haven't downloaded your Connect app yet and logged in, there are before and after pictures in the Connect app that you can use. You'll just have to click on the bottom because I don't remember exactly where it is, but just click around on the bottom and you should be able to find those for you. So like just a few tips. If I haven't said it, I'll just reiterate it. If I did say it, don't like go to like a Google search and be like, It Works, and then don't use all this kind of stuff. This is like, there was a time when we definitely did use this kind of stuff, but like it just, to people, like a picture like this is just like, it's just a picture. You know, it's not sharing any sort of emotion. It's not sharing a before and after. It's not sharing your excitement. It's just a picture of products, and it looks like an ad to people, and they're just going to scroll by it. So like, big tip, don't like go search some It Works stuff. And then, and a lot of these are like really outdated too, like really outdated. So don't just go like putting all these like crazy graphics up. You know, I think the biggest thing about posting is showing your excitement, or showing a before and after picture, showing yourself holding a product if you've gotten some, but just making it personal, speaking to people's emotions. But yeah, this kind of stuff like that, it doesn't really do much for anybody. So I would never go and share these kind of things. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing so that I can get this. No, no, stop sharing. Okay, I can put the Pinterest link to the Pinterest thing in there. That's the Pinterest. And then let me get the Posting Club in here. So main things, like stay positive on your timeline. Like no one wants to come to someone like here like, oh, I'm sick again today. Like that, I feel like that post doesn't do anything for anybody, and it's just kind of like depressing. So like, you know, like if I'm not feeling good, like I don't tell anybody. What am I gonna get out of it? So things like that, just like keeping it positive, doing your best to just stay happy, be the inspiration. Like we got so much crap going on in this world today. And like you want people to come to you to be like, to be inspired. And you may not like even be feeling that someday. And like, that's okay. Like you don't have to be the ray of sunshine every day. That's not realistic, but like, just don't be the complainer. Like how do you like being around, like you go into work and somebody's like, oh, it's Monday again. Like, shut up. I don't care if it's Monday again. Monday's awesome. Fresh start. Like, woo! You know what I mean? So don't I encourage you not to be that person, and just be the inspirational person, and that the person that people like enjoy seeing. Or if you're the funny person, be that person. If you are like super freaked out when I showed you, like if people are scrolling down your profile and they don't see a picture of you at some point, and like that freaked you out and you're like, oh God, like I hate selfies. Like I know, because I used to hate selfies too. But like if I am not feeling myself that day, I will take my happy butt over to Snapchat, put a nice little filter over my face, and that's the picture that I post. And my angle is always here, right? Like, jawline's good. It's not down here. I found a way to love selfies, and it's okay to like maybe not dig them at first, but I do really encourage you to get your face out there, because people want to be able to like put a picture to your face and like know who you are. Like I have people now that like on my timeline, they know my kids by name, and I don't remember ever even talking to them, but I talk about my kids and I show pictures of me, with my kids, and I show, and like people will message me butterfly stuff all the time, and I'm like, I've never talked to this person, but they've seen pictures of me, but the butterflies are doing whatever, and so they have really gotten to know me. And I think when you share more and more of yourself and your journey and pictures of yourself, like it's good for like people just, they feel like they know you. They feel like, you're a trustworthy person. And so I just encourage you to do a selfie, do one selfie, just try it. It'll be fine. And like I said, if you're just not feeling yourself that day, you don't have makeup on, head your butt over to Snapchat and filter it out. And I said, like, be excited, like show your excitement for things. Like you might be brand new, and so you don't have a lot of experience with the products, but you can share anybody on this team's results with the products. You can share those corporate pictures results. So like, I think I started as a customer, so I had a little bit of an idea of like what the products were, but I know a lot of people don't. So that's okay. Like you can share other people's stories and like how much weight they've lost. And it doesn't like, of course we want you to try the products, and because you're going to fall in love with something and people are going to be able to see your passion for it and your results for it. But like when you're first starting out, just share other people's stuff, because people, they love to see that it works on not just you anyway. They want to see that it works on your friends and other people too. And I think I said it before, but like, don't be afraid just to be you. Like right now I'm not feeling super funny tonight, but normally I feel like I'm a pretty funny person, and like I try to be goofy, and like I just think that's like, I don't know, like if people think of me, they hopefully think of like silly or whatever. But if that's not you, that's okay. Like you don't want to be me. You don't want to be Ashley. You don't want to be Jennifer. Like you want to be you. And if you is like a book nerd, or like you like working on cars, or like Teresa is a truck driver, like I don't relate to any of that, but like that's her, and people relate, her network is going to relate to her, and they want to see her, and they, you know what I mean? So like always just like be you and find the things that define you and share those. Make sure if you haven't, like all the like rules that I'm sharing for your social media, kind of apply to like using your Facebook and your Instagram stories too. So like you want to share about your life too. Like mine are like usually a lot of like video clips of my kids, and then me making the coffee in a video, and then maybe some before and after pictures. But like I try to like keep it so people aren't just like clicking through, because they're like, oh, another coffee thing, like, and then maybe they're not going to be a coffee customer. Maybe one day I share like a hair, skin, nails result, and they're like, oh, but like they didn't click through it because there were cute pictures of my kids or like me making dinner last night or whatever in it. So just always keep your life into your stories and, you know, your profile. Don't I think I said this earlier, like don't share a bunch of like tasty videos, but like don't just be like you see a video and you share it and you see a video and you share it. It kind of makes your profile like look muddled up or whatever. And it's like it's okay to do that once in a while, but like if you see a cute picture or a funny meme and you want to share that, what I would say is actually go to that picture, save the picture, and then repost it so it just looks cleaner. And then you're getting the credit. Like we encourage plagiarism. There's no it's fine. We encourage you to just steal that stuff. It's all good. Okay. Now, so that's like kind of like main topics. Oh, thank you, Kellyanne. You're so cute, girl. So if you've like kind of got that down and like you're getting the hang of like social media posting and stuff, that's a really good like thing. And it takes practice, but I always ask if you have questions on like, should I post this? Should I post this? We are here to help. As far as like growing your market, and like maybe you're like, nobody is literally, I get no comments or no likes on any of my posts, not even just my It Works posts. Like I don't have any interaction on my page at all. You might have just a small friend network. And I had like 75 friends when I first started because I had gone through a really ugly divorce a couple of years prior, and I just deleted everybody because I thought, and some people were, but like just like did not trust anybody. It's just like really ugly. And so I only kept like really, really close friends and family. And I just started expanding my network, and I can show you just really quickly, like how to quickly add more friends and start growing your market. You want to do this like every day. I would suggest sending out, I don't know, like I haven't done it in a while because I'm like at my friend limit. But I would say like, I don't know, what do you think? Like 10 to 50 new friend requests a day. And the people that I choose to friend request are women. I don't like friend request men unless they're men that I actually knew in real life, like in the Navy or whatever. But I add women, and I say they should have at least 10 or more mutual friends in common with me. So like I will go to like a friend who is not an It Works distributor that I have a bunch of friends in common with. I'm trying to find someone that's not like my family or give me a minute. Okay. So like I'll go to her posts, and then I will go to her friends, and then I will scroll down until, so she doesn't let you see anyone that's not mutual friends. Some people have settings where like you can't see, but let's see. Sorry, trying to make this quick. No, Vicky's on the team. Holly's on the team. Okay. Okay, so this is someone from high school. I don't know if she has their friends list blocked or not, but basically, nope, can't see. I should have picked someone ahead of time. I didn't think about it. Where'd that person go? Okay, let me turn this person. If I can't get it this time, I'll just explain it. Okay, so, oh, good. All right, so you go to like all their friends, and then you can just scroll down on their friends list, and like anybody that like I have this is her friends list. So this Samantha person, I will click on her. I will like scroll down real quick, make sure she's not in It Works distributor. Doesn't look like it, at least not in the last couple days. I will just add friends. So like, because she had more than 10 mutual friends in common with me, I feel like they're more likely to accept your friend request. What I would not do is like send someone a friend request and be like, hey, you want to try my products? Like, don't do that. Like you can send them a message like, hey, thanks for requesting or for accepting my friend request. Good to meet you. You can send something like that. You don't have to, but you want to like develop relationships with people. Like it's super important. This network marketing. Like you want to be a spammy creep. You you want to actually like be friends with these people. And we do enough stuff where it's like you don't have to spam people in order to be like selling these products and stuff. Like we do the host to post stuff. We do giveaways. Like we have a lot of ways of reaching out to people. That's not like, hey, will you buy my coffee? You know what I mean? So, and the way that you post too is going to attract people. So, so that's how I add friends. And then I would also say, like, if you're also like feeling like you're not getting a lot of interaction on your posts, like you have to ask yourself, are you interacting with other people? Like when you are scrolling, and like we all like aimlessly scroll sometimes, when you're scrolling, are you just like, this is not moving? Are you just like going through, like, or are you like, oh my gosh, look at these go, oh my god, those are actually really awesome. But like, look at that, like her cupcakes just totally made me smile. Like why wouldn't I tell her that? Like, oh my god, I love the eyeballs. It's freaking awesome. You know what I mean? But like, so you're interacting with these people. You can also send them a message and be like, dude, I freaking loved your cupcakes today. Thank you. Like people get engaged, like tell them congratulations. But like you're scrolling down, don't just like keep scrolling, like make sure you're interacting with people. That's building that relationship. And that's also telling Facebook that they're important to you, and they're going to be seeing your posts more when you're interacting with them. So 2 reasons. You want to like grow your friendship, and it's going to help them see your stuff more often and are more likely to like get more likes and comments on your stuff. So that's that as far as like growing your network. The other like really big, easy, super amazing way to grow your network is by doing host to post. If you haven't done host to post before, I'm going to put a link to the training in the Zoom chat. Stacy just totally maybe not totally redid, but she did a Google Doc, which is like a step-by-step how to do host to post. If you're just like one of those people that like to know up front, like what, like I've heard about this host to post, but what the crap is it? You know what I mean? Like, and you just want to like have an overall idea of how to do it, and you need some scripts. That is going to be in, I'm putting it in the chat right now. It's in there, but it's also in our team page. And then Stacy also did forward just maybe a couple hours ago to our big team chats too. But if you want this like sent to your team message, let your upline know so they can send it to you. If you haven't done this, I would really, really strongly suggest it. But host to post is basically like you tapping into your friends' networks for people that are going to be like just super interested in the coffee or weight loss or hair, skin, nails, or whatever you ask your friend to post about. They're going to post about it, and in return for them putting up a post for you, you're giving them an entry into our weekly $50 giveaway. So you're going to be just expanding your market by having your friends post for you, because you're going to be talking to their friends, and that way you know, you're not just talking to your own family and friends, and you're not feeling like you're just pestering your family and friends. And you're growing your network with people that are like really interested in the product. So if you haven't done host to post yet, or you want to do host to post, I would start by looking at that training that I just put in the chat, and then you can ask in your team message like, hey, can I have a new post to do today for host to post, or hey, how am I supposed to respond to this? If you'd rather have them like step by step send you like, this is what you respond back to this, they will walk you through it. Like, we want you to be successful with it. And host to post is it's just something that like at first you might be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but then you're going to keep, it's very repetitive. You do it over and over and over again, and you're going to realize like, oh, I'm saying the same thing over and over again, just to new people. And I think like when I first heard about it, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But I'm going to tell you what, if you just do it and you just try it, you're going to be like, this feels a lot better to like kind of like message this way to me now. I don't know. I love doing host to post because I know I have like the script saved in my phone, and it's easy, and it's like brainless. You know what I mean? So that's a really great way to expand your market and to start like working towards getting your first customers. We can also send you like, it's called a warm message, but like something you can send to your family and friends, like saying like you started the business, and you're just looking for some support and it's not like salesy or like obnoxious, we can send you a message to send to your family and friends. So that's another option for like getting your first few customers. But I would for sure, like number one for getting your first 6 customers, do host a post. And also, like if you're doing host to post and no one tells you this, like host to post is it's a numbers game. So like you're going to have one friend put up a post for you about the coffee and they're not going to get any comments. And that might happen like 5 times in a row. And you're going to be like, why did he ever tell me that hosted post was amazing? This freaking sucks. Like no one's even commenting on these people's posts that I gave them about the coffee. Why aren't they saying anything? And then like the next person that you talk to is going to be someone that has a ton of friends and a ton of people that are into health, or they just have like a really great market and they're going to get like 10 comments on a post. And then you're like, oh, okay, all right, Amber didn't lie to me. Like, all right, I see host a post can work. So just know like you're going to get people that put up a post for you that it just sucks and no one says anything. You're going to get a lot of people that put up a post for you and you get like 1 or 2 comments, and then you're going to get like every like 10 to 15 people you're going to get like that you have put up a post for you, someone's going to have a really great market and it's going to be like blowing up and you're like, oh shit, like this is amazing. So don't get discouraged by the first couple people that you have do host a post. Keep going. It'll work. I promise. If you're like talking to someone and like they're like, I don't know, like I just don't know if I want to try your coffee or like commit to it right away, I would always say like lead with the products, like tell them about the loyal customer program and their discount program. Like if they decide they don't want to do that, that's when you can default to the samples. So like I would say maybe don't lead with the fact that we have the samples that you can send out. Like start with the customer program, start with the pick 2 or pick 3 special that we have going on right now, or like we had BOGO last week. So start with like you want them to be a customer, and then if they're just like I don't know right now, then you can default down to like, hey, I got samples though if you want to try that, and then you're going to sell them a sample pack. You're still making money, but then like it's like for someone that maybe doesn't want to like commit to it right now, or they don't have like the full money to get a whole bag of coffee right away and they just want to try it first. But always lead with the customer program because it's freaking amazing. Like we have a customer program that I don't know that it's like even duplicated anywhere. Like I signed up for Monat, the hair thing, and I got the shampoo, and like they have a customer program where it's like a discount program too, but like she's like, oh yeah, you just have to do like 3 shipments. You can change the date on it or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's pretty sweet. But she didn't tell me these are $84 shipments minimum. You know what I mean? Like, so like we don't have a minimum. Like they can order 1 bag of coffee a month for 3 months and they're getting a freaking bomb discount. So our customer program is awesome. So I always like lead with that. The goal is to get the loyal customers. And then like if they're like maybe not feeling it right now, you can be like, wait, I have some samples. You could buy a sample pack first if you want to just try that. So lead with the customer program and then default afterwards to the sample program. I talked a lot. I know that was a lot. Does anybody have any questions? We got like 10 minutes left before the Sunday night family call. But like basically, if you're brand new and you're like, I don't know if this is right, or I don't know, or like what is BV or anything, like if you just have a question about like what something is or anything like that, in your team message, just send a message like, we don't know what you're struggling with unless you tell us. And, we don't know like what you don't know unless you tell us what you don't know. And we all started brand new. Like none of us came into this knowing anything really. So we want to help you. And if you need help with responding back to what someone asks you as a question, we want to do that for you. So make sure that you are asking the questions, and your team message is usually the best place to do that. I'm going to stop recording though, because I think that's about all I need to say officially.